personnel nationwide have been mustered to assist local DRRMO authorities and LGUs for possible preemptive evacuation and rescue and relief operations in areas threatened by Super Typhoon Betty. Pero as of the latest monitoring, hindi na siya super typhoon, and hopefully talagang totally mag-deviate na sa ating Philippine geographic AOR area, which by this time is now moving closer to the northern tip of Luzon, particularly in the Cagayan Valley region, where the National Weather Agency has raised storm warning signal number 1. In the provinces of Isabela and Cagayan. The super typhoon, although downgraded already to typhoon, is expected to bring a large volume of rain in the whole archipelago, which might cause flooding and landslides. As a preemptive measure, the Area Police Command, Northern Luzon, under Police Lieutenant General Felipe Natividad, has mobilized all regional mobile force battalions of police regional offices 1, 2, 3, and Cordillera, including the provincial mobile force companies in these regions. The PNP National Headquarters Critical Incident Management Committee, of which I am the chairman, has been activated to monitor, coordinate, and direct all disaster response efforts of PNP units. Through the Subcommittee on National Disasters, chaired by the Director for Police Community Relations, Police Major General Mario Reyes, ably assisted by the Critical Incident Monitoring Team at the PNP Command Center. PNP units at the municipal, city, and provincial levels are under specific instructions to keep all national highways and thoroughfares clear of road debris and obstruction to ensure unhampered passage of emergency vehicles, rescue equipment, and relief aid convoys to disaster-affected areas. In coordination with DRMO and DSWD, police units are also stationed in warehouses and distribution hubs to provide security and organize delivery of relief supplies and other resources. Similar disaster response preparation by the PNP units are also underway in other parts of the country, particularly in the western sections of Visayas, Mimaropa, and Calabarzon that were identified by the State Weather Agency to be vulnerable to strong winds and heavy rains from the enhanced southwest monsoon spawned by Typhoon Betty that can cause floods and landslide. At present, we have 4,650 trained personnel for water search and rescue, or WASAR, 7,371 trained personnel for search and rescue, 8,806 life vests, 77 SAR boats, and 1,730 units SAR equipment vehicles, consisting of 1,496 personnel carriers and 234 units of troop carrier, including 625 portable electric generator sets. These vehicles will be utilized whenever there is a need to relocate those who will be affected by Super Typhoon Betty. On other matters, security measures are prepared for the forthcoming 2023 barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections in October in the country's 42,022 barangay, which will commence with the 90-day election period on August 28 until November 29, 2023. Although mandatory drug testing is specifically not among the requirements for the filing of certificate of candidacy, the Philippine National Police welcomes any voluntary benevolent gesture by candidates to present to their constituents a clean bill of health. This is a magnanimous manifestation of the individual candidates' support of the National Anti-Illegal Drugs Campaign and should be recognized by constituents as a personal display of leadership by example, especially among SK candidates who represent the youth sector. This early, we do not foresee any serious peace and order concerns on a national scale in the 2023 BSKE. The actions of some remaining active guerrilla fronts of the CPP and PA are closely being monitored for possible conduct of atrocities. Over the years, CPP and PA actions during elections have been significantly reduced to extortion of permits to campaign fees, harassment, and gun for hire of candidates. Let me caution candidates who will fall for this election racket of the CPP and PA that any form of monetary or material support to the CPP and PA, a terrorist organization, is tantamount to terrorist financing. That is punishable under Republic Act number 11479 or the Anti-Terrorism Act of 2020. And if the donor or giver is an incumbent barangay or SK official, the crime is further aggravated by willful disloyalty to their oath of office. Meanwhile, on the campaign against illegal drugs, 18,317 anti-drug police operations nationwide from January 1 to May 27, 2023 resulted in the confiscation of illegal drugs estimated to be worth 6.05 billion and the arrest of 24,197 drug offenders. With this, I would like to congratulate the National Capital Region Police Office, headed by the Regional Director, Police Major General Edgar Alan Ocobo, for their accomplishment over the weekend for arresting two high-value individuals in a drug bypass operation that resulted in the confiscation of approximately 3,800 grams of shabu with an estimated standard drug price of 25,840,000 pesos in Caloocan City. Also, from January 1 to May 26, 2023, the PNP confiscated 11,417 loose firearms from 3,599 persons arrested for possession of these illegal firearms. During the same period, police units received 6,513 firearms for safekeeping and filed 1,783 cases in court. A total of 29,383 persons wanted by the law were arrested by the PNP units in police operations from January 1 to May 26, 2023, while 176 surrendered to the authorities. Relatedly, the PNP is also monitoring continuously the activities of 48 private armed groups, wherein 3 of these groups are active and 45 potential PAGs from Region 1, Region 3, Region 5, Region 6, Region 13, Cordillera Administrative Region, and Bangsamoro Autonomous Region. I would like to reiterate my directive to all regional directors to intensify the campaign against these groups and ensure that they will not be utilized in these upcoming barangay and SK elections. Finally, the third week of May showcased the continuing decline in peace and order indicators, particularly index crime, which dropped by 9.71% from 16,652 to 15,000 in 2023 from the same period of January 1 to May 27, 2023, comparing to the same period last year. From the period of January 1, 2023 to May 27, 2023, the following crimes decreased as compared to the same period last year. Focused crimes, which include murder, homicide, physical injury, robbery, theft, rape, and carnapping of motor vehicles and motorcycles, decreased by 9.76% from 16,566 to 14,949 cases. Notably, incidents of carnapping of motor vehicles recorded the highest decrease of 26.62% from 139 to 102 cases. That is all we can share. I am now ready to take your questions. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, sir. And with the permission of our Chief PNP, we shall now start with the question and answer. The first to ask question is Ms. Chrissy Di Matulak of CNN.
Hi, sir. Good morning. Sir, since na-mention nyo na lang din yung upcoming barangay and SK elections, sir, may mga barangay officials na ba na nagpaabot ng concern na nakakatanggap sila ng threat sa kanilang buhay? And if so, sir, ano po yung proseso ng pagkuha nila ng, let's say, security escort from the PNP? Is that possible?
Yes, with regards to the threats for some barangay officials and some prospective candidates, we do receive this kind of reports, and appropriate measures were being undertaken, like yung pagbibigay ng appropriate security measures in such areas, or on the part of the person of those who are affected, there are procedures that can be adopted, and they can avail of some of the exemptions being provided for by the COMELEC, yung kagaya ng gun ban exemptions, they can avail of that. And I think there was already a set date for the start of processing of these gun ban exemptions. Now, kung kinakailangan pa ng further, yung talagang personal, meron ding proseso dyan, and we have here our PSPG directors that who is ready to take your further questions on this. But definitely, we are taking all the measures na kaya namin gawin just to really provide yung appropriate security and to avoid any further attack or violence against these persons that are reporting yung risk of their life.
Sir, since na-mention nyo nga nakatanggap na kayo, sir, meron bang figures kung ilan po yung natanggap nyo so far?
So far as of now, we have not collated yung data about this. Kasi I personally, may mga sulat tayong natatanggap. But we can come up with this figure in due time.
Sir, kay General Yara na lang, sir. Sir, ano po yung proseso, sir, ng pagkuha ng police escort ng mga barangay officials?
Yes, thank you. That's part of our mandate to provide security and protection to people who are receiving threats, and that part of it are these barangay officials running for office this upcoming elections. And then we've been receiving, I do not have the exact data as of the moment, but we've been receiving already requests for protection from the barangay officials. So we have our regional security and protection units all over the country. They are the ones processing the applications. And then, ang kailangan nila rito yung written request addressed to our Chief PNP, because the approval is with our Chief PNP. And then we will validate the threat, and then we'll conduct also the threat assessment. And then we will endorse it to our Chief PNP for approval. And that also includes other persons who are receiving threats. So we've been continuing with our job of providing protection and security to people who are receiving threats.
Thank you very much, sir. The next to ask question is Ms. Raya Capulong of ABS-CBN, to be followed by Brian Castillo of TV5.
Good morning, sir. Sir, pa-update lang po dun sa bagyong Betty. Although nag-weekend siya from super typhoon, naging typhoon na lang, buti na lang po. May pagbabago po ba sa deployment ng PNP?
Yeah, although the typhoon was downgraded, no, we are still anticipating yung heavy downpour ng rain, and there might hopefully hindi na mangyari, but in anticipation na kung sakaling mangyari man yan, there might be some flooding, and so we are ready for.
Subscribe to SMNI News Channel and turn on the notification bell to